What's up guys, this is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, and finally we have reached 100 subscribers, and as promised I am going to deliver a deck profile on Red Ice, with a way to summon Stardust Dragon wherever he is. There we go, Red Eye Stardust Dragon. I should have put him in front. I have some that's the good news, but now for the bad news is my friends already know this, but a while back my Blue Eyes deck got stolen, and it contained my Return of the Dragon Lords, my Silver's Cry, which are both very important staples for the Red Eyes deck. So if you should listen to the video to listen into when there will be there. Also, there will be a screenshot of my deck in the bottom right hand corner of this video, which is a new editing trick that I'm doing. So you'll be able to see the deck profile there. Also, the full list is in the description below. So if you do decide to copy this deck profile, it's in the description. Also, currently the new Red Eyes cards are like really expensive, which are like £15 a pop. So I don't have any of them except for one Slash Dragon because I pulled it out of a pack. So you will also have to listen in for when they're in the deck too. But anyways, I'm just gonna get started with the deck. So first of all, you have to be playing the standard triple Red Ice Black Dragon because he is the main monster of the deck. This one's rare, so I'm just gonna put my ultimate Ultras up to the front. Anyway, he's the vanilla, but he's your main Red Eyes that you're gonna be going into. Like summoning, I should say that the main way I did like to play or still am playing my Red Eyes deck is sort of like a lost and found kind of deck. You dump Red Eyes in the graveyard and then special summon them back from the graveyard, which is a way I like to play it. And I like to combo it off with Red Eyes Fusion and the Meteor Dragon, but due to links and the restriction on Red Eyes Fusion, the deck isn't that good, but it's the way I like to play it, and you did come to a video on how I like to play Red Eyes. One summon skill to go into your Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. Otherwise, if you draw him, he's kind of a dead card, so he's kind of like the Garnet of the deck. We play one Red Eyes Darkness Meadow Dragon because we need a way to summon back our Red Eyes. Simple as. Then we are playing two Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. I would like to play this at 3 because I kind of like the Gemini. One of my earlier builds of the new Red Eyes was Geminis when Catalyst Field came out, so I so I can normal summon this with a tribute and then maybe summon a Blackstone of Legend along with it. So you get 2 Red Eyes, go into an overlay maybe. But due to this card being only a normal monster while on the field or the graveyard and not the deck, it's kind of bad in that sense. So we have to play 2 of. I play one Arkbrave Dragon because it's a level 7 and it also goes along with this Lost and Found theme of the deck. So if it's summoned from the graveyard, destroy all face up spell and traps your opponent controls, which is good against Pendulum, and he gets 200 for each one banished. And also during the standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there to the turn, you can target one of your other Red Eyes and special summon them. So it's a good fodder. One Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact because we do need a way to summon out our Meteor Black Comet Dragon, because that was one of the major ways I like to play my deck. My first turn opening was setting Red Eye Spirit and Return for the Red Eyes down along with another Disruption card, and using Red Eyes Fusion to summon into Meteor Black Comet Dragon, and then dumping the Red Eyes Flare Meadow Dragon into the graveyard to be revived by Spirit the next turn, and inflicting 1400 damage straight up to the opponent. But if you want to play the deck a different way, it's completely up to you. This is just my thoughts on it. Now, if you've been paying attention to the start, there is 3 Red Eyes Gearfried meant to be here because he's normal summonable. Give me a second while I check his effect. Okay, so I need to look over at the computer here. He's a level 4, so he's a level 4. That's important because during earlier versions of the build, we didn't have many monsters that we can normal summon or set. So if you bricked really hard, you couldn't really do anything. So it's good that Red Eyes Gearfried has an 1800 body, 100 less than the normal Garnet. And during once per turn, if either player equips out to discard, you can destroy those equipped spells. Then you can destroy one spell trap your opponent controls. So it's not really a good card per se, but it is normal summonable, and you use it with your Slash Dragon, which is the main reason why I use it. And it also has an effect, and you can send an equipped card you control to the graveyard that is equipped to this card to the graveyard, then target a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So if you equip your Red Eyes Fang chain to it, and then send that to the graveyard and summon, then you can summon one of your Red Eyes back, which is pretty good. Depending on what Red Eyes you have in graveyard, you can even summon back Red Eyes Fire Metal for the burn effect, if you wanted to, because the burn effect with the being unable to destroyed by battle effect is actually really good. I just moved my camera there low. Next we play 3 Black Metal Dragon, because he is actually a equipped spell technically, so he synergizes really well with the deck. And if he's sent to the graveyard, say through Red Eyes Gearfried's effect, you can add any Red Eyes card from your deck to hand. So it becomes an amazing synergy card with Red Eyes Gearfried. Also, it gives a little 600 boost, but that's not important. The main reason why you use it is for that searching effect, which is really good. Also, there's a synergy with this card and Jet Synchron, where you could have made a level 4 Herald of Archlight, I think it is, for a free negate. But once we get the Dark Link out, which is gonna be, I think it's a witch, we can use that with Black Metal for 2 searches and a Link monster on board, which really actually helps the deck. Then we have 1 Blackstone of Legend. This might be a bit controversial, because the way I see it is both the effects are hard once per turn. If you use one, you can't use the other. That's why I don't like the card, but playing one of it, because I do play 1-for-1 in the deck, is still a good thing to do. The only thing I don't like about it is the restriction. If you use one effect, you can't use the other. Also, if it was a tuner, it would be absolutely amazing too. And then, of course, you have to play the Maxx, as it is still legal in this format. I don't know why it's not. Against Spyro, it's not really the best, but that's really all we can say. And then, for my tech card of choice to bring out Stardust Dragon is Jet Synchron. Because once the Dark Link does come out, you can use Jet Synchron in the deck and combo with this. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can add 1 junk monster to hand, so that gives you a Dark Link if you wanted to, or Herald of Archlight if you already have that link established. Also, I do play PSY-Frame Lord Omega. So you can banish with Omega, then bring out the Dark Link, then activate his effect, ditch a card from your hand to the graveyard, special himself back, and synchro for Stardust Dragon. Also, or any other level 8 synchros that you might end up playing. But that's it for my monster lineup. 18 monsters. For the spells, we play 2 Allure of Darkness, because it's a good draw card, and most of the deck is dark, so it synergizes really well there. Obviously, I don't know why I just said that, but 1-for-1 to bring out the Blackstone Legend if you ever need it, because I don't really like the card myself, but you still need a way to bring it out. 2 Red Eyes Fusions. Because of the restriction, I only play 2. I would really like to play this at 3, but due to the restriction, it's also searchable, so It's really good. Only wish there wasn't a restriction on it because it's a really bad card. Otherwise, and if you've also been paying attention to start the video, I would play free Return of the Dragon Lords because Red Eyes is a level 7 dragon, so you can bring it back as long with Stardust Dragon too, as long as you summon it correctly. And you can banish it from graveyard to protect your dragons. One Raigeki for board wiping if you ever need to. So charged because of the search and rescue theme of the deck. Free Red Eyes Insight because it is a search card for the deck. Because Black Metal Dragon does have to be sent to the graveyard, and it's a level 1 with not that good stats. 2 Twin Twisters for popping back row, and if you ever break with the deck, you can discard your dragons to the graveyard for the later revivals. Also, if you also have been paying attention, I would play 1 Silver Shrine here too. Because after using Red Eye Fusion, you can set that and then bring one of your Red Eyes back afterwards. For the traps, we are playing 2 Red Eye Spirit because Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon is at 2. I'm totally wrong there. It's at 1. What was I saying? So you need a way to bring it back in case it ever gets destroyed or sent to the graveyard. So you can send it to graveyard and then bring it back with Red Eye Spirit and then revive another Red Eyes. So it's an inherent 1-for-1, but you can change it into a +2 with Darkness, a +1 with Darkness Metal. 2 Red Eyes Fang with Chain, you'll see in the bottom right hand corner, it's right beside Red Eyes Spirit. Because it is another way to equip stuff, especially to Red Eye Slash Dragon, which it really synergizes with. 1 Return of the Red Eyes because it's continuous and it only affects normal Red Eyes. And if it's destroyed, you special summon Red Eyes back. And for the last trap in the deck, we play 1 Solemn Warning for Disruption. I'd play my Mirror Forces and some Strikes in a side deck. But if you do want to play them in your main deck, I would say go for it. It's all up to you. Moving on to the extra deck. We're meant to be playing 2 Red Eye Slash Dragon. You'll see in the bottom right hand corner once again because when a Red Eyes monster declares an attack, target 1 warrior type monster in the graveyard and equip it. This would be the Red Eyes Gearfried that you sent earlier. And the equipped monster gets 2 attacks, so he essentially becomes Blue Eyes. And when a card targets a card you control, you can send the equipped monster to the graveyard and again it and destroy it. And if this card is destroyed, you can special summon as many monsters from your graveyard as possible that were equipped to this card. So that includes the Black Metal Dragon, which then you can then link 2 with the other thing for search and 2 open zones. 1 Meteor Black Comet Dragon because of its send to burn effect. That's literally the reason why I use it. Also, when it's destroyed, you can summon a normal monster from grave. 1 Archfiend Black Skull Dragon in case you ever need to finish off your opponent. And Stardust Dragon because it is the Red Eye Stardust. I am Red Eye Stardust Dragon and we need a way to bring out Stardust Dragon. 1 PSY-Frame Lord Omega because you can combo with it. If you want to summon Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon inherently, you can always make PSY-Frame Lord Omega return that banished card. Also, when it's destroyed, you can shuffle something back in. I was looking at the level 8 synchros and I decided PSY-Frame Lord Omega is actually one of the best to play in the deck. So I decided to go with PSY-Frame Lord Omega. 1 Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend because the burn effect after doing tons of damage off Red Eye's Flare Dragon. If you were playing against Zoo, the earlier builds of Zoo with Red Eye's Flare Dragon, they will have brought themselves down to a pretty low amount of life points. So you do want to play that. 3 Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon because the 500 burn effect is crazy. I would purposely bring him out using my earlier builds of Pendulums when your opponent is at low life points because if they do anything, they can't really do anything without burning themselves. Also, he's immune to all card effects while he has a material. And you can detach a material to summon the red eyes back from graveyard. So he is quite a crazy card. One number 11 Big Eye. Because they're all level 7s, and you can take over one of your opponent's monsters once you get your combo start going. Also, I really like Red Eye slash Dragon because he's the level 7 that you can overlay with. We are playing one number 79 Master of Blades because there will be situations where you will need him. I don't actually have it. I should buy one because it's probably a cheaper card. Also, I'm collecting numbers of why I should really buy one. Also, it's not one of the expensive ones. One Dracossack. If you watched the earlier video of this week, from when this video is going to get uploaded, you should know that I had to borrow my Dracossack, so I don't actually have a Dracossack. But you play a Dracossack because it's level 7. One Gaia, tracking the Thunder Charger for piercing damage. And lastly, one Decode Talker right now because the Dark Link isn't out yet, and you kind of do need a generic link to go into. But anyways, if you enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. And hopefully I'll see you back at 1,000 subscribers where I shall update this deck. With hopefully a lot more cards than I have in it right now, because hopefully those Red Eyes cards will calm down and I can get my Master of Blades and Dracossack and the Fangs and maybe get back to Return of Dragon Lords through buying them. Some do-yourself cards. They just haven't been a major priority for me because I've been playing Pancho Magician for most of my deck, for most of my time. They were actually the first competitive... Were they? Yeah, they were the first competitive deck I ever started with, and I'm still playing them to this day, and even when they get nerfed by the ban list because of people abusing them in the meta, I will keep on playing this, but hopefully I'll be able to prioritize those Red Eyes cards. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. This is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, out.